Okay. Hey guys. So today I wanted to vent. Um so yesterday I was watching a video to one of the many people that I am subscribed to. And I made a comment and I got a response back. And I didn't read it first, and I was like really excited because I've never had anyone that I follow on YouTube reply to my comments. So I was really excited about that. Then, then I open it up and I read what they responded to, and I wasn't really excited anymore. I was actually kind of angry. I feel like angry is a really strong word. I guess I just felt like I felt really judged. And I was just like, you don't know me, so how can you say that? So they made a comment of like not having their life figured out yet. And that's paraphrasing, by the way. And so then I replied, yeah, I'm 25 and I still don't have my life figured out yet. And then they replied back to that comment that what was it they first said? They first said that, well, when you have responsibilities, like, then you'll understand, like, something like that. And then they're like, yeah, and we're not 25. I was just like, I kind of knew they weren't 25, but I was just like, yeah, my point was that it's okay to not have it figured it out yet, because I'm 25 and I don't have it figured out yet, but it's going to be okay. You know, eventually you will have it figured out. And then it was just like responsibilities. Of course I have responsibilities. I have 2 full-time jobs, okay? I have responsibilities. I have to take care of a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old twice during the week. Sort of twice. That's kind of confusing. Sorry. So I watch them both on Wednesday, and then I have one Thursday and then the other one Friday. So, and they're long days. I mean, like, the one is from 7 in the morning to like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the other one is like 9 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon. Of course, I'm up at 6 every morning because I have to get my brother up for school so he's ready to get picked up and go to school. And then I have my weekend job, which is a 3rd shift, full time in 3 days. If that's not responsibility, then I don't know what is. Yeah, maybe I didn't have as much hardship as they did, but I've had really supportive parents. I've been left, so I mean, that was some hardship to go through. I guess I was really angry when I saw that comment, and I'm just like, you don't know me. You don't know my responsibilities. You don't know my life, what I've been through. I've been left by all of my siblings except for one. I don't hear from them. The last time I saw my sister was at swing dancing downtown, and we barely even got to talk to each other. And I realized that we're just like from 2 completely different worlds now. And I'm okay with it now. Like, it took me a while to forgive, you know, through my heart. And I feel like every day I still have to forgive because they're my siblings. I should be able to, like, call them up every day or shoot them a text every day and, like, be like, hey, how's it going? But I don't. I can't. But yeah, I was just like, I was just like so angry. Like, yeah, okay, you've gone through some hardships in your life too. Well, yeah, so have I, you know. Okay, I don't live away from my parents. I still live at home. Not exactly by choice. I want to move out, but Grand Rapids is expensive to move out and live in an apartment or a flat or even rent a house with other people. It's not cheap here in Grand Rapids, which pisses me off because I'm just like, we're supposed to go to school, we're supposed to have jobs, we're supposed to be able to like pay for this and that and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, yeah, renting an apartment would take a whole check and a half probably. Yeah. Maybe not half, but it would definitely take a whole check and then some from another check. So it's just like all my money would be going towards that. How am I supposed to provide for myself? How am I supposed to get food for myself? How am I supposed to get clothes for myself? You know, the necessities. Just like, it's crazy. Because like when I looked probably about a year and a half ago, I was looking and I was trying to find rent for like $600 a month, you know, because that wouldn't have been a full check of mine. I get paid like bi-weekly, so it wouldn't have been a full check. Would have been pretty much a full check, but not completely. And they don't exist. It's either like $700 or $800 for like a flat, but then if you get an apartment with a single bedroom or a double bedroom, you're talking about in the thousands. And I'm just like, that is ridiculous. Like, I might as well just buy a bloody house. And that's actually what my dad said. He was just like, save up your money and buy a house. And that's actually what I've been doing. So there's a responsibility. In the next 5 years, I should be able to put a down payment on a house or maybe even buy one, depending on how much it keeps adding up in the next 5 years. So by the time I'm 30, I will be able to buy myself a house. And I'm really excited about that because I would love to have my own place, to call it my own, to make it my own. And I've been buying my own groceries lately, you know, because we're not always home together as a family to be able to eat together. So I'm just like, why waste their food that they bought for one person? So I'm like, I'll just buy my own stuff and, you know, eat as I go along. I'm a huge fan of soup cups. I love soup cups. So I eat a lot of soup cups. I eat a lot of Easy Mac, pizza rolls, various soup cups, by the way, from different companies that I buy them from. I buy myself snacks. I buy myself fruit and drinks. I love bubbly water, so I buy like the cheapest stuff. And I buy cheap. If I can find something that's like 78 cents or whatever, I'll buy it. That's why I do a lot of soup cups, because they're usually really cheap. They're like less than $1. So I'll buy those. And you can buy these pizza rolls that are like $1 at, where did I find them? I think it was at Myers. No, I was at Walmart. I found them at Walmart. I love shopping at Walmart, and I found these pizza rolls. They're like snack-sized bites, and there's like maybe 20 of them in a packet, and you can just throw it in the microwave for like 2 minutes, and then it's done. So like I bought those. And the reason I started doing that is because I do want to have some responsibility and be able to take care of myself, especially once I move out, because I need to have that practice of buying my own medicine, my own food, snacks, my own clothes. And I'm cheap. I'm not gonna lie. I'm cheap. When I buy clothes, I buy brand new sometimes, but it also has to be a decent price. Like, I'm not gonna buy a pair of jeans for $50. I'm not gonna buy a shirt that's like $30. I'm sorry. I am big on clearance. I do enjoy going to a couple of thrift stores. We have Goodwill. I do not like Salvation Army. And then we have one that's called Bethany's Thrift Store. I love it. They have such cute clothes. Then we have Plato's Closet. I'll go there and buy some clothes. Like last week, I was looking for some skirts because I only have one. Of course, they didn't have any colored skirts that I wanted or like looked good, or they were like too short. So I bought a couple of black skirts. But I was just like, hey, I've got them. And I made sure that anything I got was under $10 because I'm like, this is used. This shouldn't be that expensive. And I will admit, they kind of overpriced some of their stuff for used clothes. I remember seeing one shirt. It had all of its original tags on and everything. So obviously nobody wore it. I don't remember how much it was, but I was like, I really want it. But it was over $10 and I was only going to buy stuff that was under $10. So I do have responsibilities, I promise. I pay rent at home. I am required to pay rent since I'm not in school anymore. When I was in school, I didn't have to pay rent. My parents started by helping out paying for school, but eventually, like, I accumulated a lot of money and I didn't need their help, so I just started paying it on my own. And then I dropped out, which I am totally okay with. Honestly, I'm okay with being a dropout. School is not for me. It was way, way too stressful, so depressing for me. It was very unhealthy for me, and dropping out has been really nice for me. And actually, one time we were coming back from summer vacation, and it was the first summer since I dropped out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to go back to school. I don't have to worry about buying books. I don't have to worry about studying. I don't have to worry about doing homework. You have no idea how relieved I was to like realize that, and like dawned on me. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. So yeah, I had the I don't know if I should say my company's name. Sorry. I had my third shift job, and then I started nannying for the one family, and then their next door neighbor, they needed someone, so I've been watching for the next door neighbor. So it's been a lot of fun. Been a little stressful, trying to like finagle, being with people, like socializing. It's really hard when my best friend lives in Ohio. I can't just like see her every day. But I started getting involved in my church, the young adults church group at my church. And then the diocesan also does something for young adults. So that's really nice. So like that's really important. No matter how busy you are, you need to keep up the socialization. I used to be introverted, which is why I never did the socializing thing, because I hated meeting new people. I hated having to interact and talk with people and stuff like that. I hated it, so I never did it. But then I started getting like really lonely, and I realized, okay, I need to man up and let's go. Let's just do it. And my grandma actually encouraged me. She was a big encouragement in that. And so I went and I loved it. So I think it took a lot of responsibility on my part to realize that and then do something about it. So yeah, I pay rent. I pay car insurance. I do not pay for my phone. I don't know why. I remember like thinking, I think I should start paying for my phone so I'll be able to do it once I'm out of the house. And then my dad talks about it with me, but then like it never happened. I don't know why. And it probably won't happen anytime soon now because I have to, what is it? Oh yeah, I have to get another loan from the bank so I can buy a new car. Someone backed up into my car and totaled my car. And I had less than $500 of payment for that loan. So now I was like really mad because I haven't even had the car for a year. It used to be my mom's, and then I bought it from her, responsibility. And, I had to take care of it, pay for the gas, pay for the oil change, the tires getting rotated. But of course, and keeping up on the loan and making sure I was paying that off. And I was probably like 2 months away from paying it off, and then all of a sudden it got totaled. So like they finished paying it off for me, and then I have a big check, and I'll probably keep saving up, and then the next month or two I will be able to get another car. But I'll have to get a second loan, which I was not happy about. I really didn't want to have another loan that I was going to have to take care of, but it is what it is. I'm going to just have to suck it up and do it. And then I have a credit card. My dad, surprisingly, he actually encouraged me to get a credit card. And so, let me tell you, it takes a lot of responsibility to have a credit card because I have one account that it specifically says emergency. And it's all the money that goes in there is to go to pay off the credit card once, that time of the month comes around. And sometimes I get really worried, like, oh no, I'm not going to have enough money to put in there. I mean, I don't use it a lot. I think maybe like once I like used half of the money. But I try, excuse me, I'm sorry. I try not to because like it's like a loan, but eventually you have to pay it off. So it's like, it is your money, but then it isn't because, yeah, you have to pay it off. And let me tell you, like, I get stressful sometimes. Like, oh no, okay, I gotta make sure I have enough money in this account so I can use my credit card, you know? It's crazy. So yes, I have responsibilities, but not everybody has their life figured out, you know? You gotta try things and see what happens. I tried college, it was not for me. You know, I have these 2 jobs. I've been working at the one place for 5 years. I've been nannying since I was 13 for various families. That was like literally my first job, and I'm still doing it more than 10 years later. I'd like a new job. I'd like to find something that I would probably want to do for longer than 5 years. Nannying can be stressful. Working with these kids, it wears on you after a while, you know, especially when it's 3 days out of the week. Last year it was 4 days. This time it's 3 because I'm sharing them on a day. So yeah, I mean, that can get exhausting. Working 3rd shift is hard. That takes a lot out of you, having to stay up, you know, all night for how long are my shifts? Let's see. I have a 9 p.m. to 10 a.m. shift, and I have a 9 p.m. to 10 a.m. shift, and then my 3rd one is 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. shift. So yeah, that's like all together, that's like 38 hours, I think. Yeah, I want to say. Because I think for the company I work for, a full time is like 37 and a half hours, so I work 38. And that kind of wears on you. You know, I have to deal with behavioral issues. My job consists of passing meds, changing briefs, prepping meals, cleaning up, giving showers, you know. And then, like, because I'm 3rd shift, I have to do all the nighttime chores. So I have to, like, sweep the floor, mop it, vacuum, wash the windows. During the summer, I have to take care of the yard. Like, I have to water it, water the garden. I have to take care of the trash, refill up all the paper towel dispensers, clean the bathroom, dust, you know, the things that you would do around a house, I have to do with this one. So yeah, I have responsibilities. This video went on a little bit longer than I intended, but I guess I just I guess I took what they said to heart. And it kind of hurt me because I'm just like, I work practically every day. I have a lot of responsibilities at home. I have a lot of responsibilities in both of my jobs. I just know that what I'm doing, I don't want to do it for the rest of my life, you know. By the time I'm 30, I'd like to have a different job, but if I don't, I just need to keep taking one day at a time and keep it going. The job I've been thinking about is a flight attendant, actually, so, you know, I'm still mulling it over, but I am a huge traveler. I love to travel, so I think this is really awesome, and one of my friends started in February, and she's been all over. So she's been to South Korea, Brazil, was it London? I want to say she's been to London. Where else has she been? Oh yeah, she's been to Hawaii. Yeah, she's been all over, and I would love that. I mean, I wish I could literally just have a job that I can travel and get paid. Like literally all I have to do is travel. I don't have to worry about being a flight attendant. I just get to travel and I get paid to do it. How unrealistic is that? Obviously, I can't do that. So I have to be responsible, and I have to find that thing that's going to be able to help me make my dream come true. And I feel like being a flight attendant would be that. So we shall see what will happen. I obviously have these kiddos to take care of. Yeah, thankfully I just have the one today. So it's pretty chill right now. When you have a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old together, that's... Oh my gosh. We spent a lot of time outside yesterday when they were together. So yeah. So So yeah, it doesn't matter how much responsibility you have, whether you have a little bit, whether you have, some, whether you have a lot. It doesn't matter how old you are. You might not have it all figured out yet, and that's okay. I literally have to remind myself of that every day. It's hard because I feel like I get frustrated when I see other people and they seem to have it all figured out. They have their whole college thing figured out. They know exactly what they want to do. And I'm here. And I'm just like, yeah. I mean, I kind of know what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it. So what do I do, And I'm 25. But I have seen some people, so the first thing that comes to mind is nuns, sisters. A lot of times, I shouldn't say a lot of times because I really don't know. I've just heard some stories, that they're dating, they get engaged or they just have a boyfriend, and then all of a sudden they feel called to become a sister. And sometimes they're in their 30s and 40s, and you're a lot of people that are thinking if they're in that age, they're like, why do I not have this whole life thing figured out? Why don't I have my set career, my set thing that I'm supposed to do? Sometimes it doesn't click until you're in your 40s or 50s, kind of sucks sometimes when you're still young and you're trying to figure that out. But just take one day at a time, try new things. Maybe you won't like it right away. Maybe you need a couple of months to see if you'll like it or not. It all depends on the person. But, you just be you, and don't let anyone else, tell you otherwise. Sometimes it's good to get advice, but don't let their advice become the strong opinion that's going to gear you towards a way what you wanted to do. I've let that happen sometimes, and I hate that. I do. I really hate that. What are you doing? You're playing with the milk. All right, I should go. I have this little guy to be responsible for, so yes, I see you and your milk face. All right, bye.